My loves, I have a regular offering in writing that comes out every Friday, give or take, called The Sacred, also known as, formerly, the artist called Prince, also known as Sacred Weekends. But The Sacred is a new term for a more intimate connection about what's going on in my personal life, what I'm learning, what I'm teaching. I've resisted this kind of overt and simplified sharing for years, but I just got pooped out of like attaching sales and hot links to everything I was doing, and I just wanted to go heart to heart. So if you want to read The Sacred and you want to get all the links and all those things, in addition to my more free flow audio, which you are about to hear, you head to daniellelaporte.com/The Sacred. Here we go. My loves, this was once called Sacred Weekends, and it is now being renamed The Sacred because I grew up, and originally Sacred Weekends was going to be this love letter part to-do list on things you could do Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday to be more enlightened and nervous system balanced, and then I could sell you some meditations and all of those things. I'm just like, I'm done. So this is just The Sacred. Hopefully it feels sacred to you, and it's really just all about transparency and simplicity. Speaking of which, I'm being evicted, and I'm actually kind of happy about it. I'm looking for a new place to live again. I have been living in the most really gorgeous, I've been so lucky, the most rad beachfront apartment. I have walnut parquet floors. I have pink sunsets on demand. Every morning I walk out of my bedroom naked into the living room, and I open my arms really wide and I say, "Hello, Mama," because I am facing the ocean. I'm looking at the ocean right now, and I just feel this constant stream of blessings, like the Mama Ocean. She's blessing me all day while I write and while I record. She's blessing me right now. And I had planned on living here another 10 years. It's a dream. And really the elegance of this place, and I don't overly identify with my stuff, as I'm about to affirm, but this had become part of the future plan, part of my identity. And you know what's really interesting about the timing of this is it was just a few months ago. I'd been really debating, like, was I going to leave Canada? Was thinking about going to Amsterdam and Denmark. There's a particular kind of sanity that I really love there. Was I going to do some kind of travel thing and work a little bit from here and there? Okay. Anyway, I got clear, like, no, I'm staying in Canada. I'm staying in Vancouver. I'm staying in the West End. I'm staying in this apartment. Yeah. Okay. So then the renoviction notice came. Do you know the term renoviction? It's a very common, tragically common term in Vancouver. This is how it goes. Building owners want to get tenants out, particularly the old timers who are paying low rents. They want them out so that they can jack up the rents. So to legally justify evicting everyone in the building, the owners say that they have to renovate the building for safety reasons. And so everyone's got to go. And this is just really it's gross. It's greed in the lead. But back to me. Why did I manifest a renoviction? Let me trace my steps for you. This is my teachable. Here we go. I am part nun, N-U-N, and I am part sexy, love nugget. So this means that I steadfastly, deeply crave two things at all times: austerity and emotional intimacy. So a few years ago, when I sold my house, which had a studio and a hot tub, it was awesome, and my car, I don't have a car right now, haven't had a car for like 3 years, and I gave away half my closet. Some friends asked me, like, they were really like sweet and sheepish and diplomatic about it, but they were like, "Are you like, is everything okay?" I'd be like, "Yeah, things are great." But like, "Are you like okay for, is everything okay with money? I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I just don't want this stuff anymore. And downsizing was like the biggest exhale. But I still, in the place I'm in the apartment that I'm in, I still walk around this place and I think, like on a regular basis, what else can I let go of? And it's not like I'm living like a Zen monk. Oh, I don't need any credit for, my monkness. I have too many jeans that I don't wear. I can tell you precisely. This is such a girl thing. I have, last count was 12, but I know it's probably up to 15 now. I have 15 pairs of pants folded in the top shelf of my closet that I can't fit into because I got fat because of mold. And I should say like chunkier. I got like curvier than usual. And anyway, those pants may or may not happen again. But anyway, I have too many pants that I don't wear. I have a custom sofa that I spent way too much money on. And I spend gobs of money on protein powders and beeswax candles and massages. But, and this is my point, the craving for even simpler, and I put this in capital bold letters, even simpler, is ever present in my life, in my being. It's in my psyche, it's in my body. And the craving for even simpler is evidently magnetic. So the renoviction is meeting my desire for even simpler, because necessarily and by choice, I will be letting go of more. So if I park my disgust, my utter disgust and heartbreak for profits over people, it is really the embodiment of so much of what's going on politically in the city I live in. If I can just park that for a moment, I don't even need to park it. I can carry out simultaneously with my other desires. But I actually feel deeply excited about this change. Like I see myself in this really glowy, golden, one-bedroom apartment. I'm going to downsize because my kid's moving out. I've got this kind of, as apartments go, palatial situation. I love it. I'm stoked. Less. I'm going to have less. So I'm going to have more. I'm going to be freer. So I'm not fighting it. I mean, I am fighting it in that I have petitioned the city. I have petitioned people to petition the city. We were able to drag out the process. We blocked it by a couple weeks because they had so many oppositional complaints. I have banded with the 50 plus people in my building, some of whom are elderly, some of whom are dealing with physical disabilities. I was in charge of flyers. I printed hundreds of stop renoviction flyers, and I will continue to press forward for morality. And I'm not resisting the opportunity for this change in my life. So I have a breakdown for you because that's how I like, that's how I like to do it. I like bullet lists. I like point forms, I like numbered things. Here are the beliefs that help me stay sane and change. 1, I believe my higher self, my soul, is governing my entire life. And the only thing that gets in the way of that eternal loving presence and wisdom is me trying to see things as I want them to be versus as they truly are. That's life. That's the lesson. 2nd, my current work, it's become really clear. My current work is to pray for clear seeing in all matters. My current work is to pray for clear seeing in all matters. And then, of course, the courage to act on what I see, because, you can get it. You can really see actually what's actually going on, but do you have the courage to do what needs to be done, So I'm praying for both. Thirdly, simplicity is a spiritual practice. At least it is for me. I've been mouthing off about this for a few years now. And I've gone from 16 staff to 4.5 staff in less than 18 months. And I'm about to cut my custom sofa in half. So I'm putting my simplicity where my mouth is. And ultimately, I am more creative and stable in my purpose than ever. And the physical healing has been amazing over the last year. Number 4, I believe that what frees me up to be more loving, whatever frees me up to be more loving, to be more clear-minded and more agile, is the work of God. And this is precisely why I'm not a big fan of vision boards that you just set and forget. I'm cool with vision boards. I've had vision boards. Maybe I'll have one again. Visuals can be really powerful, but like you gotta actually energize them. I have this whole practice called the heart centering practice, which is about vivifying, one of my favorite words, to vivify your vignettes, your visions you want for your life with color. That's a whole other thing. That's all in the Heart Center membership. But here's a reason why I'm not a fan of vision boards that you set and forget. Because ultimately, who fucking knows? I mean, actually, your higher self knows what's coming and why it's best. Your higher self is creating and steering what's coming. You can get in the way. You can resist it or you can go with it. I feel so sad to say this, but I imagine that some of my friends in LA whose homes burned down, I imagine that at some point in their life, they had beautiful houses on their literal and metaphysical vision boards. Last count for me was, not like this is my problem, but last count for me was 6 friends who lost everything. So I think the aim is that we have higher desires. What would higher desires be? We have higher desires like happiness, no matter what. I'm going to be happy no matter what is happening with my hormones or the world, or if I lose all my stuff, Higher desire would be happiness for all, no matter who they voted for, what they believe in terms of medical freedom, but everybody deserves to be happy. So I think we aim to have higher desires, and then we give those higher desires over to the divine to be manifested, to be brought to us in the best forms, whatever the divine, your soul, your higher self deems to be best for your evolution, for your meaningfulness. Okay, I want to wrap with some James Baldwin. I really wish James Baldwin and I could have smoked some cigarettes together. He was such a master of light. He says, any real change implies the breakup of the world as one has always known it, the loss of all that gave one an identity. It's the end of safety. And at such a moment, unable to see and not daring to imagine what the future will now bring forth, one clings to what one knew, or what one dreamed that one possessed. Yet, it is only when a man is able, without bitterness or self-pity, to surrender a dream he has long possessed, that he is set free. He has set himself free for higher dreams, for greater privileges. Yes. So whatever even simpler feels like and looks like for you, for all of us, I'm praying for it. I'm so glad you're here, always for the sacred, with love, Danielle. And that is all I got. Always on the platform of With Love, Danielle. If you want to read what I just rolled on about, head to daniellelaporte.com/sacred. Thank you so much for listening, for feeling, for spreading the word. With love.